morning students. In this class, we will continue with our fourth chapter, that is in our first unit. Till now we have completed our 3 chapters starting, that is in plant physiology. We have completed dealing with the first chapter, that is transport in plants, and the second one, that is the mineral nutrients. And coming to third one, I have completed a discussion about enzymes and different enzymatic methods. So in the previous class, I started our discussion between the enzymes, like how far enzymes are considered to be biocatalysts that are being regulated to occur in a chemical reaction without being involved in this. So the study of enzymes is called as an enzymology, and like what are the naming of an enzymes and under what classification that enzymes are given classified. We have completed about the different classification, and in the yesterday's or previous class we have completed that how that being an enzyme being acted on a substrate, like mechanism of enzyme action and what are different competitive or inhibitors and what are the factors that affecting enzyme action. Now in today's class we will move on to our fourth chapter, that is photosynthesis in higher plants. So starting from our school in biology or in science subject, starting నుండి మనం photosynthesis అని చదువుతూనే ఉన్నాం. What do you mean actually by photosynthesis then? Normally in terms, like normally when we discussing in terms and conditions, we will call as photosynthesis normally as photosynthesis is a process of preparation of food material by using sunlight and chlorophyll. How can we define this photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process of preparation of food material by using sunlight as well as chlorophyll. So now in case of photosynthesis of higher plants, like we will define chlorophyll, we will define this photosynthesis as the synthesis of complex inorganic compounds. The synthesis of, listen carefully, the synthesis of complex inorganic compounds by utilizing simple organic compounds like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called as photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis is a process which is defined as the synthesis of complex organic substances or organic compounds from simple inorganic compounds. Inorganic compounds like carbon dioxide and water are inorganic because carbon dioxide cannot dissolve. Inorganic substances kabatti we are naming them as a simple inorganic substances. So photosynthesis is a process of the conversion of or the synthesis of complex organic substances by utilizing simpler or the simplest inorganic substance compounds like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll by plants liberating oxygen as a molecular gas, which is also called as a byproduct, is called as a photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is defined as the synthesis of complex organic compounds by utilizing simple inorganic compounds like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll by plants by releasing an oxygen, a molecular gas, as a byproduct is called as a photosynthesis. So now I'll write the balanced equation of photosynthesis, that is 6 CO2 molecules plus 12 H2O molecules reacts to form C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. This O2 is released into a molecular gas as a byproduct in the presence of a sunlight as well as the chlorophyll. So ఏమవుతుంది photosynthesis process ఏంటి? By the accumulation of simple inorganic compounds to complex organic compounds conversion జరుగుతుంది by the glucose. C6H12O6 is nothing but a glucose, a carbohydrate, plus 6 molecules of HO plus 6 molecules of atmospheric oxygen molecules, which are being considered to be a molecular gas released as a byproduct. So this is a important equation in case of this photosynthesis. Now we will discuss about actually what is the importance of photosynthesis. ఈ photosynthesis జరగాలి అంటే అసలు ఎందుకు జరగాలి, దీని యొక్క ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఏంటి, దీని వల్ల యూజ్ ఏంటి. సో ద ఫస్ట్ మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ is that the fundamental synthetic and anabolic process, because this photosynthesis is a fundamental synthetic and anabolic process is nothing but the breakdown anabolic and దేనంటాం, anabolic అంటే breakdown of complex substances into simpler substances ni anabolism అని అంటున్నా. That is a category that comes under metabolism. So anabolism, this photosynthesis is considered to be a simple anabolic process. ఎందుకు అంటే ఈ కాంప్లెక్స్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్ ని అది సింపుల్ లోకి బ్రేక్ డౌన్ చేసేస్తుంది, it will break. So that is an anabolic process. Next important thing is all living organisms depend on photosynthesis either directly or indirectly. ప్రతి ఒక్క లివింగ్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్ అనేది ఫోటోసింథసిస్ పైన డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్లాంట్స్, అవి డైరెక్ట్ గా వాటంతట ఫుడ్ ని ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకోవాలి కాబట్టి ఫోటోసింథసిస్ పైన డిపెండ్ అవుతాయి. హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్, ఎనిమల్స్ ని తీసుకోండి, యాజ్ అ సోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ మనకి ఫుడ్ కావాలి కాబట్టి మనం ప్లాంట్స్ పైన డిపెండ్ అవుతున్నాం. అంటే ఇండైరెక్ట్ గా we also depend upon a photosynthesis. So in the similar way, all living organisms depend upon the process of photosynthesis either directly or indirectly as a source of food. And the next important thing is entire oxygen is liberated by the photosynthetic process. Photosynthesis process ద్వారానే మనకి ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది లిబరేషన్ జరుగుతుంది. And this photosynthesis maintains a balance between a carbon dioxide and oxygen molecules. ఇక్కడ చూడండి 6 CO2 molecules తీసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ 6 O2 molecules బయటికి వచ్చాయి. So the balance is equal. So this photosynthesis maintains a balance between both carbon dioxide as well as oxygen. The only process, and this photosynthesis is considered to be an only process that traps solar energy from sunlight and converts it into chemical energy for the usage of food, for the synthesis of food. So ఏమిటి చెప్పాను, importance of photosynthesis mainly because all living organisms undergo photosynthesis. Any living organisms undergo photosynthesis. The dependent photosynthesis is direct or indirect, and this photosynthesis can also maintain a carbon dioxide as well as an oxygen balance. The entire O2, entire oxygen which is available in the world, in our surroundings, is liberated by this process of photosynthesis. And this photosynthesis is a simple anabolic process. And next we will discuss some of the history of this photosynthesis. In the year 1772, the scientist named Joseph Priestley proposed that the O2 is liberated during the process of photosynthesis. O2 అనేది ఈ photosynthesis process ద్వారానే లిబరేట్ అవుతుంది అనేసి ఈ సైంటిస్ట్ కనుగొన్నాడు. In the year 1772, the scientist named Joseph Priestley laid down his contribution and said that the oxygen is released only during the process of photosynthesis. That's why he said that this carbon dioxide. That why he considered as this carbon dioxide is essential. So these are the three scientists who laid down their contribution in this during the process of this photosynthesis in the year 1845. Scientist named D. Saussure. Scientists named D. Saussure led that the carbon dioxide which is being fixed in an atmosphere is fixed in the form of carbohydrates only in green parts of the plants. In the year 1845, this scientist named D. Saussure had laid down his contribution. He said that the carbon dioxide which is fixed in an atmosphere is fixed only in the form of carbohydrates, nothing but a starch, only in green parts of the body, green parts of the plant body. Green color lo unna parts lo maatrame ee carbon dioxide anedi carbohydrates laga fix avadam jarugutundi. So these are the four important scientists who laid down their contribution for the photosynthesis in higher plants. Illanta kuda photosynthesis gurinchi chepparu. Now we will read like some of the different experiments to determine the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis equation అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. నిద్రలో అడిగినా చెప్పేలాగా ఉండాలి. This is not a కొత్త equation కాదు, because you have been already learned this type of equations in your basic school level. Okay, now we'll move on to different two types of an experiment, that is the variated leaf experiment. Variated leaf experiment to prove chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. Chlorophyll అనేది photosynthesis జరగడానికి ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చెప్పడానికి we have did this variated leaf experiment. It explains by two process. First process లో ఏమవుతుంది అంటే లీఫ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఒక బ్లాక్ పేపర్ తీసుకున్నారు. This is a black paper. ఈ బ్లాక్ పేపర్ తీసుకొని దిస్ టోటల్ ఇస్ అ బ్లాక్ పేపర్. This total is a black paper. They have taken one black paper and ఈ black paper కి పైన అంటే leaf covered up top of the black paper ఈ leaf ఏదైతే ఉందో ఇంకొకటి leaf ని తీసుకున్నారు. ఇలా they have taken a leaf. So in the variated leaf experiment is explained by two ways. That one is like they have taken a black paper. This is black paper and this is a leaf. They have taken a black paper in the leaf ni తీసుకొని ఇలా leaf ఉంది అనుకోండి. For example, this is a leaf. ఇది leaf అయి ఉండొచ్చు. ఈ leaf ని ఈ black paper అంటే దీన్ని ఎలా పెట్టాలంటే ఈ black paper ని ఆ leaf పైన half part of the leaf should be exposed to sunlight and half part of the leaf should be essential for chlorophyll. ఇలా కొద్దిసేపు ఆ ప్లాంట్ ని ఉంచినాక ఇక్కడ ఈ పార్ట్ ఈ బ్లాక్ పేపర్ లోపల ఏదైతే కవర్ చేసిన లీఫ్ పార్ట్ ఉందో ఆ లీఫ్ పార్ట్ అనేది సరిగ్గా డెవలప్ అవ్వలేదు. దట్ లీఫ్ పార్ట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ గెట్ డ్యామేజ్. ఈ బయటికి ఏదైతే సన్లైట్ కి ఎక్స్పోజ్ అయ్యిందో ఆ లీఫ్ పార్ట్ అనేది నార్మల్ గా ఉంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ గ్రీన్ ఇన్ కలర్ because it has some